What's up, you guys? Welcome back to District Debrief. I'm your host, Hannah Sessler, and we have a spooky episode coming up today. Halloween is fast approaching, and we are so excited. But first, let's take a look at some of the news from the past few weeks. Besides committing the crime of becoming a surprise obstacle course on your way to class, electric scooters are now being used in organized crime. These scooter gangs have been ravaging Foggy Bottom and are becoming an even bigger problem than the rats. GWPD issued a warning that the perpetrators may be between the ripe ages of 10 and 45, wearing Crocs, and might actually just be that kid who used to live down the street from you. Rumor has it that the gangs will now be combining weapons and speed by switching to razor scooters as their vehicle of choice. GWPD recommends going ahead and buying shin guards when you order your Halloween costume this year. Taylor Swift made headlines this past week, ending her political silence to show support for several Tennessee Democrats on the ballot. This led to a backlash from her conservative fan base, who had believed her to be a silent Trump supporter, which, to be fair, is not an unfair assumption, considering she looks like a photo of every female Fox News anchor mashed together. The Republican candidate for Senate, Marsha Blackburn, responded to Swift, telling her, "I knew you were trouble when you walked in." The film Venom has broken box office records this week, bringing in a stunning $80 million in its opening weekend, which is especially impressive considering it opened against the highly anticipated A Star is Born. But what's even more impressive is considering the terrible reviews Venom has been getting, especially from Lady Gaga fans who took to their social media posting things such as, "I saw Venom just now and I had to leave halfway through. My children wouldn't stop crying and how bad it was." Luckily, a screening of A Star is Born was about to start and now we're all crying. Tears of amazement. Please pray for my eldest, he's still in a coma. So much for a poker face, little monsters. After Kanye West's impromptu Saturday Night Live tirade expressing his admiration for President Donald Trump, the two recently had lunch together at the White House. We didn't learn anything new about either of the men, but we did see Kanye West reveal his iPhone password, and truthfully, it's not that surprising.
Most amazing car. And what we want to start with is, I brought...
We're almost at the midpoint of the Trump presidency, so naturally the story arc has eclipsed dumb and has now reached dumber. Kanye confessed his love for the president, while Trump, to his credit, didn't refer to Kanye as my African-American friend over there. Baby steps. United Nations Ambassador Nikki Haley shocked members of the Trump administration when she suddenly resigned from her position. Donald Trump's shortlist for her replacement include Bill Cosby and Harvey Weinstein. GW Room Swap is now open. It has us thinking about all of the terrible roommate stories we've heard in the past. This brave woman has chosen to tell her story, but only if we promise to keep her identity hidden. Take a look.
I mean, I heard stories before, and it's not like I didn't think it was real. It's just that I guess I never thought it would happen to me. When I got my acceptance from GW in April, I was so excited. It was my first choice after Georgetown, Brown, Vanderbilt, Cornell, and the Gupton-Jones College of Funeral Service. I immediately went to the Facebook group to find a roommate, and when I found, it felt like fate. I mean, we had almost word for word the same profiles.
Hi, I'm from New Jersey. My favorite shows are The Office, Grey's Anatomy, and I will definitely be having bachelor wine nights. I plan to rush in the spring. I love going out and I definitely want to explore the city, but I also love staying in and am always down for a movie night. But school is always my first priority.
You might know her actually. She's a very prominent drug dealer on campus.
Oh yeah?
Anyway, I messaged her right away and we immediately hit it off. Before I knew it, we were shopping for coordinating tapestries. The first couple of weeks were great. We got along really well and we went on walks to the monuments together and got Captain Cookie together like every day. But then things got messy. Every night we went out, she would get like completely wasted to the point that I couldn't have fun because I was taking care of her the whole time.
I know birds see it.
One night, she came in totally gone. Like while I was asleep in bed and I watched her with her eyes half closed, walk over to my desk chair and take her pants off. She thought my chair was a toilet. I immediately put my head under the covers. I was just frozen. Thankfully, I eventually heard her get up and go to the bathroom. She did pee on the floor though. And then, as if I thought it couldn't get worse, the real her came out. And when I say came out, I mean like came out of her clothes. She was literally naked in the room all the time, even when we had guests over. I had been thinking about a room swapping for a while, but on Thursday, December 11, that was it. That was when she broke me. I was already stressed out because it was final season and was not making it easy to study.
I think I did it again.
Plus, I kept buying a bunch of scented candles because for some reason it was smelling really bad in the bathroom over the past couple of weeks. At the time, I just figured it was just having a lot of Chipotle. But then one day, as I was doing my makeup in the bathroom, I was overwhelmed with an awful scent. I noticed the trash can came out of the corner of my eye, and I followed the scent to it. And as I neared the trash, I saw the most horrifying thing I could ever imagine.
Gosh!
Poop was in my trash can. And that was it. I left the room that day and never looked back.
Did you ever see again?
No, I deleted her from my phone and blocked her on all social media. Sometimes I still have night terrors about it. I wake up in a cold sweat thinking about her, and it takes me a few minutes to remember that chapter of my life is over. I'm safe now. Oh, you know what? I did see her again. She's my new roommate's dealer. Her prices are actually pretty good.
That was truly harrowing. On a lighter note, we have a special new dating show only for GW students. Check it out.
Hello everyone, I'm your host Michael Schnell. We have limited talent here, which is why I'm hosting the show too. Anyway, welcome to GW's only dating show, Smooching Students, where this single student will choose from 3 college dudes with at least a 3.0 GPA. Before we start, let's meet the lucky lady, Jenny.
Hi everyone, I'm Jenny. I'm from northern New Jersey, but now I live in central Jersey. I'm a sophomore here at GW studying political science, and I have an internship on the Hill. So basically I have my whole life together, and I'm finally ready to settle down.
All right, and now let's meet our contestants.
So I'm Ethan, I'm from New York, I'm studying friggin' international affairs with a concentration in the Middle East, and I live in Thurston, so I know how to get down and dirty.
Hi, I'm Matthew, and I just transferred here from NYU. I'm studying international affairs with a focus in Europe, and just like they say in French, are you French? Because I fell for you.
Yo, what's good? I'm Jake, and just like you guys, I'm also majoring in international affairs, but I have a concentration in Asia. I'm also Pisces, so I tend to be a little sensitive sometimes. Also, I'm in a frat.
All right, let's jump right into this, or let's start the next chapter of this show. Jenny, what's the first question?
Okay, so I'm a really romantic person, and I am hoping you are too. So where would you take us on our first date?
All right, for our date, I would take you on a romantic walk at sunset to the Washington Monument. And if the night ends well, maybe we'll get to see my Washington Monument.
Ooh! Well, I've given this some thought and did some research, and there's supposedly a beautiful, obscure retreat right near school. It's called the Mount Vernon Campus, and it sounds really romantic, so I'd like to take you there.
Yo, I don't know if I already said this, but I'm in a frat, and we're having our first crush party of the semester next week, and I can take 2 dates, and I have 1 spot open, so I was thinking like maybe you could be my +1 out of 2.
Actually, can you actually hold on a minute. The guy from Georgetown just answered my message, so I think I'm done here.
You can't end the show like this.
No, it's fine. I was never gonna date someone from GW anyway.
Fair enough. And there you have it, folks. We'll see you back here next week for another episode of Smooching Students. And now, a message from our sponsor, Tinder University.
It's the same as Tinder.
Raise high. This isn't just our battle cry. It's our call, our challenge. Because when you were called to Washington, you were called to higher expectations, to a higher standard. We are called here to advance knowledge, to serve society, to change the world. Is that too lofty? Too aspirational? Is it simply too much to expect? Not if your classroom is a Smithsonian, the IMF, or on the doorstep of the Supreme Court. Not if you have access to the most hallowed institutions and formidable leaders. Not if you are given the tools to change minds, shape laws, influence entire fields of study, advance our way of life, change the course of history. From the nation's capital to the four corners of the earth, to far below the surface and far beyond our atmosphere. Here, unique opportunities, the ones that many people work much of their lives to get, are within your reach from the moment you arrive. This is where you find new pathways for preventing global epidemics, where your unexpected friend propels a new scientific movement forward. This is where you push forward as a team to break records and reach new heights. Where your classroom is 68 square miles of the most consequential land on Earth. This is where you will make it happen. This is the George Washington University, and what we make is history. So stand up, be bold, take risks, press on, push harder, raise high.
Hey guys, so it is day 3 of my vlog every day during midterms challenge, or VEDUM. Today I'm meeting with my communications group to see how well 5 of us can organize ourselves through Blackboard email chain to crank out a bee-worthy project. Meg, I think it's Meg? Hey Meg. She got us a study room here at Gelman, so we're gonna go check that out. I'll keep you updated. Okay, we've been in here for 3 hours, and we are stuck in this corner. And the coffee's starting to run out, and the group has started to turn on each other. Mariah has been ousted as our leader. Chad is our new leader.
That's inequitable, so like...
We got a little hungry, and we wanted a snack, so we ate. Mariah, I don't remember anything on the outside ever tasting that good. Serves them right for not bowing down. Chad is gonna get us that bee, and they're crazy if they think we're gonna put their names on it.
October is a great time for life in DC. From parties to marches to 80-degree weather, Washington is the place to be if you want to get sweaty in a pumpkin patch. Also,
Hannah, we have an emergency.
What?
Do you know Duke, the dog from the Bush Baked Beans commercials?
Yeah, of course.
Well, he's giving a keynote speech across the street. We need you to go interview him.
Seriously? Okay, yeah.
Oh wait, do you mind if I host a little bit? Speaking of dogs, one of the best events from the past couple of weeks was the Million Corgi March, where hundreds of people who call their dogs fur babies competed to see who could spend the most money on matching outfits for a dog that would rather be sleeping on a nice carpet somewhere. These dogs in costumes are just part of an alarming trend of female pups being forced to wear slutty costumes by their owners. We think every dog has the right to choose what they want to wear. In other words, we support these bitches. Of course, these dogs will have to come up with a number of costumes to wear to pre-Halloween weekend, Halloween, and post-Halloween weekend, since the 31st falls on Wednesday this year, and we all know that it's at least a 3-week-long affair. Emerge is preparing for this monster event by loading up on ice packs, ordering 400 extra stretchers, and warning campus police about every frat holding a party for the next month. This should come as no surprise, as last year there was a record.
Are you kidding me? There was no Bush Beans dog.
I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't understand.
Are you done?
You don't think?
I really think that you should leave. I don't need help. Okay. Thank you for your time. Don't come back. With Halloween fast approaching and college students low on cash and time, we've asked Sherry Shamrock to come into the studio with us and show us how to make some GW-themed costumes on a budget. Let's go see how she's doing. And here we are with Sherry. How's it going, girl?
It's going great. Everything's fabulous. How are you?
I'm great. You ready to go? So how about these costumes? How we
Yeah,
feeling?
just fabulous. Hands. I can call you Hands, right? Hands, I just think that the true spirit of Halloween isn't about being scary or mysterious. It's all about spending time with your friends and looking cute as a button.
Well, that's really wholesome. You know, I heard you have some costumes. Are you ready to get started?
No problem, Hands. First costume comes straight from the hot and steamy kitchens of Panera. This little Panera worker has been spending all day in the kitchen and she's ready for some Halloween fun. All you need for this costume is a t-shirt, a Panera hat, and some jean shorts.
That's a really interesting take on a classic. Where could our viewers find that hat?
You could just buy a patch or draw the logo on a baseball hat, but I have some connections. Well, that's somewhat of a personal story, but since we're besties, I guess I'll just go ahead and tell you.
Okay.
My ex-husband, Paul, he's a manager at my local Panera, and so the other day when I dropped off our son Xavier at his house, I stole his key, and then at 2 in the morning I snuck back in to smell his throw pillows and take this hat for the show today.
I'm really glad that you trusted me with that secret. Do you have anything else to show us?
Oh, so right here we have a super cute lizard. And this costume, all you need is some overly expensive dress clothes and some ridiculous sense of self-importance, even though you're just answering phone calls.
That's great. You know, I think a lot of our viewers would really be able to pull that off. Yeah.
You know, back in high school, Paul, my ex, he was our class president. And we would always talk about he would be a governor one day, working in DC, making all the big decisions. Now he's just making big decisions at Panera. I guess you could say things didn't quite work out the way we'd hoped, but I still miss those times.
I'm sorry that didn't work out. We have time for one more costume if you have anything to show us.
Yes, of course, Hands. Sorry for getting a little off topic. I just feel like I can really open up to you. So next up we have our couple's costume. Come on in. Coming up we have a Vex and the Vex driver. How cute. Don't we all just love? All you need is a couple of t-shirts and a whole lot of love and patience. Commitment, because you can never give up on the people you love, and if you decide to wear a couple's costume with someone, that's it, you're committed.
Are you okay? Like, we can stop if you want.
No, it's fine. It's just, me and Paul used to have the cutest couple's costumes, and we would decorate the house and put our little Bichon Frises and salt and pepper and the matching costumes, and it was just, I miss him sometimes.
Well, maybe you should call him.
Do you think?
Or you could just go see him. I mean, maybe he feels the same way.
You're right, Hands. We can make it work. I just know it. Thank you.
Yeah, anytime. Well, there you have it, folks. If you're looking for some cheap and apparently some emotionally charged costumes for Halloween, just do what Sherry says. We'll be right back.
This is the all-new GW Shuttle Bus for our Vern Express and VSTC Express, making the same stops on the same schedules, but with some major upgrades. Oh look, here you are now. Look how happy you are. This is one of your drivers. Look how happy he is. Smile and wave at him. Learn your driver's name. What do all those buttons do? Everything. What does the most important button do? Wi-Fi. If you're on the shuttle, you're connected. You'll be tweeting about the smooth ride, snapping about our leather seats, and everything will be hashtag seatbelts, hashtag air conditioning, hashtag blessed. Every bus is full of USB charging stations. Every shuttle is equipped with a bike rack. We can get every GW student where they need to go, and you'll always find your ride now that we're decked out in a beautiful, bumper-to-bumper, buff and blue. Where can you hop on these wonderful new shuttles? You can pick up the Mount Vernon shuttle at Funger Hall or at the Red Cross building. Heading to VSTC? We'll pick you up at Funger and stop at 4 VSTC buildings before heading back to Foggy Bottom. So hop aboard our new shuttle buses. Sleep easy and dream about what really matters. That deli bagel.
Welcome back, and we have some exciting news. Here at Debrief, our friend, almost coach Randy Hodge, has allowed GW TV to take an inside look at the next season of Hard Knocks, premiering on HBO this fall.
Come on, Ken, hold the snap.
I got it. All right, let's do it again. All right, set, hut. It's all right, I got it.
All right, we're gonna run, what are we gonna do? X cross, Z vert, and B's gonna run it out.
Coach, what the does that mean?
Figure it out. Figure it the out.
All right, let's go. Set.
George Washington University hasn't had a football team since the program was discontinued in 1966. Randy Hodge isn't on GW's payroll, but he's taken it upon himself to bring football back to campus.
I heard George Washington didn't have a football team, and I knew that if I showed up and I put in maximum effort day in and day out, and to be the best coach that I could be, then plenty of fine young people would be interested in playing football at this great institution. You gotta lead by example. So, how have you been adjusted so far?
Well, as well as I should be. You know, I've never played organized football before.
You look like a quarterback, though.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know, tall.
Oh, so you mean like being white or like not being able to take a hit?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
That's it.
Okay. Yeah.
Gotta make sure you're snapping the ball to him right there. Okay? You want it right in his hand, right where you can catch it.
How am I looking, Coach?
Hold the ball. Just hold the ball.
All right.
So how do you think it's going?
It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all about GW sports, but I don't know if a football team's a good idea.
All right. Set, hut.
They look like the Browns last year.
I was thinking more of like a Pop Warner U13 team.
Yeah,
that's tough.
yeah, true. Too bad they don't have Baker Mayfield out there.
Yeah, seriously.
While some stereotypes aren't accurate, others can be all too true.
What's the deal with the offensive line?
I don't know. They're always like really into what they're talking about. I don't care though. I always just try to tune them out when they start talking.
Can't be that bad.
Hey, come over here!
So what's up?
So what were you guys talking about over there?
Stop trying to see.
Yeah, we were talking about what the U.S.'s role should be in protecting their rights in that territorial region.
She thinks that we should be placing more sanctions on them, but personally I've never seen a situation in which these sanctions would work. I think that we should be taking a more militaristic approach.
What are they even talking about?
No idea. Every time they start talking, they just block everyone else out and just talk at each other.
I can't believe you're willing to start some catastrophic war over some stupid conflict.
Look. Nukes are, no one's gonna actually use them. They're more of a deterrent than anything, and they're a fantastic deterrent at that.
All right, I'm ending this. Nobody cares about this, so just have like a normal conversation.
Okay, look. You two have just been sitting here stretching or whatever while we've been actually out putting in some hustle. So I suggest that the two of you man the up.
You know, it's training camp. You just gotta kind of let guys be dudes out here.
Guys, stop. What are we doing? Stop.
Hey, don't touch the quarterback. Don't touch the quarterback.
Give me the ball. Get off. Give me the ball. Hold the football. Job security is in ball security. Get up. Bring it in. Hey.
All right, enough. I don't want to send anyone home. You get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. We got to figure this shit out on our own. Got to work this out as a team. Why'd you try to fight him?
They were talking about some bull.
You'll say sir when you address me.
They were talking about some bull, sir.
Actually, I don't like that shit. Call me coach.
They were talking about some bull.
Hey, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. You know why they're so annoying?
Anybody? No. They're security policy majors. That's what they're doing their concentration in. So yeah, they're really annoying, but they know how to protect the quarterback. So we gotta work here as a team. I know we need more bonding. So I know I have some furniture at home that I gotta move to my office. My wife is not kicking me out. But if we wanna do that, let's do it together. That's all I gotta say for today. All right, take us home.
Hell yeah, coach. All right. For sure, yeah. Gotta go. Colonials on. Yep. All right, let's go.
Go for the 2. Hike.
Got blocker! Got blocker! Hands up! Hands up! That, you gotta down. You gotta get down and you gotta pop up. Easy, easy. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him. Don't hit the quarterback. Don't hit the quarterback. Don't hit the quarterback. Easy. Careful. Careful.
The Colonials haven't even played a game yet, but they're already dealing with adversity. With one player already sent home, they may have just lost another, which would only leave them with 3 players.
I mean, I knew jeans were a bad idea, but mother this hurts. Jesus Christ. Yo, just, oh,
What's
coach.
going on over here?
Okay, so.
Crying.
I'm crying. Oh, okay.
What'd
so,
you do? What'd you do?
We
You
were
touched
running
the
out.
quarterback?
We were
Touched
running
the
out.
quarterback? Touched
And,
the quarterback. You touched the quarterback.
no,
Touched
no.
it?
You touched me.
Touched the quarterback. Touched the quarterback.
Dude, I don't know what hurt.
Get the up.
Okay.
Walk it off.
All right.
Walk it off. No. On your own. On your own.
Okay.
Don't touch
He touched me.
I'm not.
He touched me.
I'm not touching the.
At the end of the day, they did figure their shit out on their own.
All right, everyone in, everyone. All right. Now look, I know we didn't play a whole lot of football out there today, all right? And sure, this show was way less about football and more about keeping fringe roster spots open. Brady, Slim Shady. But look, here's one thing I do know. We are a 5-man football team, -1, all right? We can go out there and we can do it. All right, conflict resolution on 3. 1, 2, 3. Conflict resolution! All right, let's go.
Got a blocker. You got a blocker. You got a hitter.
All right, move for the 2. Hike.
Hey, whoa, don't hit the quarterback. Don't hit the quarterback. Don't hit the quarterback. You okay? I'm good.
Recently, Brett Kavanaugh was confirmed as a Supreme Court justice on a vote 50-48, despite public outcry concerning allegations of rape. This further proves that many men in the Republican Party do not respond appropriately to the word no. But in all seriousness, the confirmation of Kavanaugh further contributes to ongoing issues facing the Me Too movement and the issues of survivor rights and acceptance. And if we're serious about advancing as a country and as a society, we need to keep people that have pasts of sexual misconduct like Kavanaugh and Trump out of the Supreme Court and out of the White House. And whatever way you're inclined to vote this year, make sure you actually go and vote. After all, millennial vote records are sadder than This Is Us. And that's all for this episode. Make sure you check out GWTV and District Debrief on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and online at gw-tv.com. I'm Hannah Sessler. Catch you on the flip side.